Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your two sides for today's A4 derby. It's the Boxing Day clash between Bath City and Chippenham Town. Just a quick rundown again for you of those two sides, starting with the visitors' bar. In goal, number 1, Will Buse. Number 2, Joe Rains. Number 3, Danny Greenslade. Number 4, Jordan Dyer. Number 6 and captain, Kieran Parcell. Number 8, Dan Hayfield. Number 10, Tom Smith. Number 11, Elliot Freer. Number 15, Jordan Thomas. Number 17, Scott Wilson. And number 19, Luke Ross. And your Chippenham side this afternoon in goal, number 1, Will Henry. Number 3, Freddie Grant. Number 4, Craig Cotton-Mudday. Number 5, Aaron Amadi Holloway. Number 6 and captain, Luke Haynes. Number 11, Alex Bray. Number 12, Tom Mayhew.
Come on, nice and loud, hey now, come on in, Dad.
The man in your picture there for Bath City as he gives it back to Tom Mayhew, launches it over to the left-hand side, and jeers from the Bath City fans away to the left as on the ball gets it caught under his feet a little bit with some jeers from the Bath fans behind him, but calm and composed gets it to his goalkeeper. Ball pinged over to Alex Bray on his first start after returning from injury. Going to break down the right-hand side to run at his Welsh counterpart Danny Greenslade, and Chippenham have ended up with the ball with Bradbury, who gets a trip from Greenslade and a foul, says the referee. And a couple of players and a couple of Chippenham fans want a yellow card. Danny Greenslade involved for the first time today in tripping Alex Bray. He was booked in the match on Boxing Day last year, and is Greenslade going to evaded and far. But Chippenham with just 3 players back in Spokes, Bray and Mayhew. Everybody else forward, everyone from the defence is forward. Bradbury from this right-hand side does opt to deliver straight onto the head of Smith. Lets it run to Tom Mayhew, one of the other former Romans players on the left-hand side. He lets it run and doesn't bounce it off a Bath player, so set piece wasted for Chippenham. Danny Greenslade's gone away with one there, not ending up in the box, so just the 1 yellow card so far, and that away of Chippenham midfielder Luke Stokes. Met by the head of the aforementioned Spokes and then scissored by Rains before brought down by Holloway on halfway, and he's launched the ball looking for Bray, and Greenslade is under pressure from Bray once again. Is Greenslade going to let it trickle out of play, and Bray thrown to the floor, but Greenslade can keep it in play, and then Parcell launches high into the sky. Matty Holloway's got time, he opts to head the ball forward. It's met by the foot of Kane Bradbury, and Bradbury can drift from inside to outside and play it into Williams, but they get it all wrong. Bath City clear only as far as Haynes from distance. Hayes goes for a thunder strike! I tell you what, as it hit it, I think people thought it was flying straight over, but that will give Chippenham some confidence. Luke Haynes not too far away from finding the top of the Bath City net. Parcell can head though only as far as Russ to Fryer. Russ deep left-footed ball to Thomas on this right-hand side. Not really been involved in this match so far, Jordan Thomas, other than giving that foul away. He's going to go to the byline and cross to the back post, and Matty Holloway heads, but Chippenham backpedaling to the back stick. Hayfield goes for a shot across and it straight onto the head of Ellison once more. Greenslade over to the Bath City number 11 once more. Left-footed cross does come in, met by a Chippenham defender again. Russ is going to head sideways rather than forward. And Bath are going to use the same thing once again. Goes through the legs of Bray. Cross comes into the penalty area. It's met and it's put wide by a Chippenham body, says the referee. But Chippenham for the first time not dealing with a cross too effectively. The first corner of this match will go the way of the visitors. I'm sure it's all part of Gary Horgan's plan. Before Mayhew lets it trickle underneath him, and now Bath City come forward with Hayfield slightly right of centre, plays the ball down the line looking for Thomas, who goes for the shot but is met by an outstretched boot of Will Henry, and that's the first goalkeeper involvement of this afternoon. Chippenham wasting possession inside of their own area. Bath City pouncing defence. They look to go once more. Chippenham going to go long with it. They do with Ellison, who's got a good diagonal ball on him. And this one is good as the long ball finds 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗵 on there. Bath wanted a foul in there, but the ball is on the edge of the box with Spokes now. Goes for an effort straight down the throat of Hughes though. But that's the first effort on target for Chippenham now. And Scott Wilson's going to talk his way into the book for dissent on that one. And I'll tell you what, not only is that the second yellow card of this game, but in terms of monumental effort, in terms of something monumental, only those 2 yellow cards of opportunities to note in this match. Thomas for Bath also having an opportunity to score. Shot on target was met with the outstretched foot of Will Henry. Right, Ellison can drive out of the Chippenham defence to Mayhew. Mayhew looks to go through the legs of Smith, but instead it's found with Wilson on the edge of the area. It's a left-footed shot straight down the middle of Will Henry, and Ellison bats it out of play. But again, the second time in this match, the Bath have had a shot on target, and they've both really been at the fault of Chippenham. Chippenham losing centre halves, working well as holding the ball at the minute, but they will have a defensive job to do at the minute as Fryer finds Greenslade. It was a cross going to come in eventually. Smith were the reverse ball only as far as Spokes, and Chippenham could counter here with Mayhew. Mayhew takes a heavy touch, sends Parcell for the shops, and here comes Mayhew marching into the penalty area. Here he goes and looks for a shot, or looks for a cross rather, and it's going nowhere. Mayhew is down pounding the turf, not sure whether he was caught afterwards or he's regretting his decision. But we've seen a couple of times this season Mayhew charge forward, and this time Chippenham have the ball on the deck with Ellison and launches forward. Faz knocks it down very nicely and then goes for a touch and goes past 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗵 and plays it in to Freddie Grant on the left hand side. Chippenham can attack, cross towards the far post, flicked away by Parcell, only as far as Bradbury. Bradbury with a shot that's a little bit away. And I'll tell you what, there's a few Chippenham fans in this stand that thought that had nestled into the back of their net, because it hadn't hit the side netting and instead flown into the stand, and there was a cry of yes from somebody. Got my hopes up a little bit, but instead went wide. And 2 chances for Chippenham in about 2 minutes. Chippenham 5-0 for Bath, 3-1 for Chippenham. That was last season. It doesn't look like it's going to be a classic to live up to those, but either way, it's been a hard-fought game. I heard a couple of people at half-time saying both sides look like neither of them want to lose this derby game, but Bath City could go for a shot now, and it's equally met by Will Henry. Brilliant stuff from the Chippenham goalkeeper. In fact, I'm not sure whether it was him or it was the post, but either way, it's been kept out. But that would have been something to look back on the archives for Bath City. Sensationally far out, but equally well met. Despite having my glasses on, it does look like Tom Smith, the man who will be hooked. Header forward by Grant. It's just found Williams on the left-hand side. Grant did get a little bit of a flick on it, and now Williams will drive towards the penalty area up against Dye. Instead he finds sideways to Evans. We know what he can do, and he's just put it a little bit wide. He opted to the left-hand side of the goal rather than the right this time, but that one was a thunderous one that I'm sure Will abuse would have been significantly thinking about. Dive to his right-hand side. He probably would have had Bath now playing a bit of keep ball. Chippenham, by the looks of it, readying a substitution. I can see somebody dressed in all blue, all light blue down there, or not light blue, but Chippenham blue. Header flicked on as far as Thomas. Thomas brings it, scores it! It might be Wilson. Wilson's the one wheeling away in celebration, and Chippenham finally fall. And the Bath City fans are way to our right, applauding. Jerry Gill's out of his dugout. It was Scott Wilson, the man who put the ball in the back of the net. A bit of pinball in the penalty area once again, and Scott Wilson, who's very familiar for a goal against Chippenham, does find the back of the net. There's a little bit of afters in there with the Bath players with the introduction of Batten. Diagonal ball forward, only onto the head of Rains. Clark comes in field, only as far as Evans with a neat touch, and then goes forward looking for McClure, but it's straight over the head of McClure, and Parcell finds Hughes and then launches high up into the sky, and not even out of his own half, and Grant looks to go for the flick on, and instead of fighting for it afterwards, Freddie Grant looks straight at the referee. Down the line by Clark, looking for Wilson, and then Cook inside the penalty area, bundled over, penalty given. And Maddie Holloway, the man who's given it away. Cody Cook has won it. I'm sure Cody Cook will take it. Is it not a penalty? There's a free kick been given then. Right on the line. Yellow card given for Maddie Holloway. Cook from 12 yards against Will Henry. Sends Henry the wrong way. Bath City have 2 in the A4 derby. And in the game they didn't really look too much like scoring in. They've been given 2 opportunities and taken them. Cody Cook has gone straight into an altercation with Freddie Grant. And Bath off to celebrate. Grant straight in there to pat the back of from Spokes to Bray, headed up in the air, and Greenslade has it. As far as Cook down the line to Greenslade, Greenslade doesn't get a hold of it. Instead, squirms away and then cleared long. Parcell brings it down as far as Williams. Williams looking to drive, puts a cross in off of a Bath body. And Buse almost lets it trickle into the back of his net, but instead he's made a meal of it, and Chippenham given a corner.
Today's official match attendance 1,649.
1,649 the attendance way to the exits around the Thornbury surfacing. Opting not to watch this Chippenham corner. Spokes will be doing more than watching it, as they're taking it. Evans has been floored right in front of the referee, and Dan Ellison has got Chippenham back in it. Thunderous header from Dan Ellison, and the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium erupts. West Country boy Dan Ellison back at it again from a set piece. A 4th goal of the season from Dan Ellison. Not up for added time yet, so we don't know even when it's going to be. Twisted inside Maddie Holloway, and then Spokes brings the ball into the Bath half. Long ball forward. Freddie Grant's in behind and onside. Grant on the left-hand side. Cross comes into the penalty area. McClure over the top of him. It's bounced off of a Chippenham body. And there's 2 bodies down. Williams is asking the referee and the assistant about a foul. But McClure rose like a salmon, but was just a couple of inches away from being able to catch onto the header. Either way, Buse will take his time, and Bath City have gone for a back 7 by the looks of it. Thrown backwards towards Ellison, the man who's given Chippenham hope so far. Sideways towards Haynes. Chippenham have now got only 2 centre-halves back. Haynes with the diagonal ball for Grant. Grant can bring it down. Is he going to put the cross in left-footed? Yes, he does. Towards Holloway, who scores, but it's not been given. I think the referee's given a foul. The referee's given a foul. And Maddie Holloway with an inch-perfect header, but there was a push in there by Holloway. Drama in the derby day. Owen Evans shown a yellow card for his protests. Rains throws a foot at it, only as far as Evans nods forward. Head tennis in the middle of the park. Is it eventually going to be brought down? Yes, it is, by the feet of the man in blue for Chippenham, with Ellison sideways for Grant. It's perfect from Ellison once again, but Grant can't get a hold of it. It's only as far as Rains, and now Evans. Can he deliver from deep? Instead he goes sideways to Spokes and backwards to Ellison, met by groans from the Chippenham fans. Sideways to Alex Bray. Chippenham want the ball forward, but instead the Bluebirds are going backwards. Henry has the option to go long, and that's what he does do. It's towards Owen Evans. He's brought it down in the penalty area. He gets bundled over. Surely a foul. Surely a foul. It's not been given. Evans has been taken down off the ball, and the referee's not given it. Buse now taking his time and clears up high into the Wiltshire sky. Cook brought down. Spokes goes sideways, looking for Haynes. Haynes goes diagonally, lets it run on the far side, cross comes in, headed away by a Bath player. Chippenham can do it again, but Thomas gets there, and there isn't going to be much longer. Bath City have run out the victors in a drama-filled game. There was goals, there was yellow cards, there was disallowed goals, there was penalty calls, but at the end of the day, that's only part one of the A4 derby. Agony and ecstasy is a way to describe that. Scott Wilson gave Bath City the lead. Cody Cook thought he'd pretty much all but done it.